Appeal brought to you by BTL, the makers of Emsculpt Neo and Emface.
Happy holidays, everybody, to the season finale of Reveal the Appeal. We are happy to bring you our last episode.
Yes.
Everybody got, good big plans this holiday season?
We're going on a trip. We're taking the family on a surprise destination trip. Our kids love to do this every year, so we give them something on Christmas Day, and we're leaving from the 27th until January 2nd. So, you can follow it on our Instagram. We'll show you where we go.
They open an itinerary, and it tells them everything that we're doing. It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Get a hint, where is it going to be located? Just a hint.
Southern California.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's my kids love amusement parks, so it's going to be related to that and sports.
You guys try to figure it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What are we doing? We're going home for the holidays.
Going home, I feel like we've been traveling so much. It's been a holiday season the whole year for us, right? So now it'll be time for us to rest a little bit, spend time with the family, and enjoy the winter, I guess.
Yes, the Canadian winter.
The Canadian winter.
I like California winter.
Oh, yes.
So do I.
Absolutely. Yes.
We'll come see you guys in the spring. How about that?
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about?
All right, guys, since it's our last episode, we wanted to kind of wrap up, talk about things that we've experienced this year, or highlight our moments, our favorite moments. So, what are some favorite moments you guys have had this year?
Oh, I'll go first.
Yeah.
This was a big year for me. I turned 40. So in turning 40, the big 40, I was able to have two different birthdays. I had one with my best friend who turned 40 this year also, Cameron Duff. Shout out to you. We went to Miami, spent a week in there, partied up, went to all.
Couples.
Yes.
There was a sexy Uber involved. It was wild.
Yes.
There's always an Uber involved in Miami.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
This was the sexy Uber that you could sing karaoke from.
Oh, and there's some videos on Instagram about that. It's pretty cool. Yes. So that was awesome. And then on my actual birthday, my wife, Amanda, took me to Paris. And I got to have my 40th birthday on the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. And
That's amazing.
I'll be honest, it was a huge highlight of, pretty much my life. That was cool.
Yeah.
I had never been to Europe. I had never experienced any of that.
Would you live
Yes.
there? About your experience, if you had the opportunity, would you see yourself moving your Southern California life to Paris?
It doesn't get as warm as this.
I don't. I love California. I love everything about it. I know it. It doesn't even have to just be California. I love the U.S. I like being in here,
The beaches are
are
what we miss.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's over there is phenomenal. I had so much fun. The food was great. The people were great. But I don't know what it would be like if I had to work every single day in there. You wouldn't be
Yeah.
experiencing all the cool stuff that you got to experience by traveling there and going on vacation.
That's true.
So I don't know what that would look like,
It wouldn't be like, have you guys went into an elevator while you were in Paris?
Oh, yes.
Guys, the
Dude,
elevators are
tiny.
open.
Tiny.
They're literally
Tiny.
we had
One-person
to put
elevators.
our luggage in
Yes.
And press the button to the 4th floor.
Yes.
And then
For the
we had
luggage to go up,
walk up
Yes.
and get our luggage out of the top.
Oh,
It
it's-
doesn't fit.
They're
Yes.
so tiny. I'm
Yes.
claustrophobic.
I am too.
The whole time I'm just praying, please, just get me to the floor.
Josh is like, I will just walk the bags up.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So Amanda, what about you? A good moment for you?
So for me, really, it's kind of an echo of Josh's, but going to Europe for my very first time in my life, I absolutely love art history. So we went to the Louvre and we went all over Paris. We were on the bridge where the Paris Fashion Show is held. And it's so iconic just being there. We took a speed train over to Switzerland. And the highlight in terms of the aesthetics world was training with Julie Warren in person and just being with her for a full day, watching her inject patients. There were just 3 of us and Julie. You look outside and, 3 of us injectors. Harmony was there.
Right here.
She had the pleasure of being there too. We would look outside the windows of the Swiss Aesthetics Institute and there's chateaus, castles on the
Everywhere.
mountains everywhere, all around. You look down, there's like a cuckoo clock coming out of one of the houses. I'm like, are cuckoo clocks cool? Is that a cool gift? Oh no, they're not cool at all. Like, you find out the funniest things when you're in a different culture of people. And we went on a tuk-tuk. If you've never been on a tuk-tuk.
That was fun.
It was way more cheese than I ever thought I should.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, too
Cheese
much
and
cheese.
wine.
Yes.
I had way too much
Yes.
cheese. And it was stinky cheese too. But it was delicious. I mean, the whole thing was, we saw like the old Europe, all of old Europe. We saw the days from like medieval times, like the things that you read about in history books, we saw come to life.
Yeah.
So that was the highlight of
We saw the
my
Mona
year,
Lisa. Like, to
honestly.
me, that was cool.
Crazy, right?
Like,
Yep.
you know, you read about it, you hear about it,
Yeah.
people talk about it, but to see it like 4 feet in front of you, like that was pretty cool.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like similar to you guys, but I think for me it would be more kind of like Southern California, just like the West Coast of the U.S. We had the chance to work with Clink in Arizona. We went to Vegas, San Diego, Orange County.
The West Coast is the best coast.
Yeah, the West Coast is the best
It
coast.
is.
So I guess like that's something that like I was able to like that I've been thinking of like for so long, and just being able to see it come to fruition thanks to Harmony, because like we've been working together and just being able to network and meet all of those people. So I think it's been like great to see the things that I've been thinking of for a while, just to see it comes to fruition. I was just talking to Harmony, like shout out to Becca and Bear Bunny. I remember just being in our Toronto living room watching our Instagram videos, just be like, oh my God, look at the things that they're doing. This is so great. And now Becca is kind of like friends and family, right?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
like this is great to just like see how our life has evolved like this year from that standpoint. So shout out to Southern California and all the people that we got to meet during this year. And yeah, expect more for us this year.
Yeah.
What about you?
One, we grew our Twitter following. That's huge for us. We grew our following up to like 30,000. We're the highest.
And
What is
yeah.
your Twitter handle, in case they don't know?
The Cosmetic
The
Lane.
Cosmetic
We're
Lane.
actually the biggest aesthetic-related account on there right now, which is amazing.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
that's really exciting.
I don't have a Twitter yet, so they're going to help me make one.
Yes,
Yes.
Let's see what it's
absolutely.
going to be at the end of 2023.
Yeah, let's do that.
One follower right now. I need more. I have one.
We'll hold you accountable to that.
Yeah, and also just being able to travel so much. Like we were just talking right now, we've traveled to so many different places together, all in the span of a year.
Yeah.
Which is
Just
incredible.
time back Miami. And
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it's just cool. It's just really cool to be able to wake up every single day and do something that we love and meet amazing people at the same
Yes.
time and just be able to travel. So I'm really happy. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of good moments.
Good, awesome.
But while we're highlighting good moments, any bad moments you guys have had this year?
You wouldn't consider it horrible. It was a stressful moment. We were flying out for my birthday to Miami, and we missed the plane. I don't know how many people do that, but we get.
have not taken off yet.
Yes,
To
we
clarify.
literally were like 4 minutes, I guess, late from checking our bags.
55 minutes before the flight.
I didn't know that was a rule. My wife didn't know that was a rule. And we got there and like, sorry, we can't take your bags. I was like, the plane's right there. What do you mean you can't take my bags? And so we ended up having to book another flight. Instead of going straight to Miami, we went to Washington,
Oh my
DC.
God.
We went to
Washington, D.C.,
Oh my gosh.
and then down to Miami.
Florida.
So I mean, that was interesting. I got to go to Washington, D.C. for all of an hour. That was cool. I don't know. I mean, question for you guys, just because this came up and people that went to Miami were kind of making fun of us, but do you guys check bags? A bunch of people say they don't check a bag. And I'm like, how do you not check a bag?
Recently, we haven't been checking bags. I guess
Well,
like
because lately there's this whole thing, like especially Canadian airports, they were losing luggage all summer long. So I'm an overpacker. I pack 1,000 outfits a day. Yeah. So I always bring a bag, but this time around, slowly now I've been.
we've been conscious about
carry
like the
bags.
amount of things. that
Yeah, if
people
I had
bring
friends
around.
going, what do you mean you checked a bag? I was like, yeah, we checked a bag. Why wouldn't I check a bag? I'm going to be there for 4 or 5 days.
When I traveled to Europe, I checked like 5 bags.
Yes,
I
yes.
had that. I had all the bags in the
Yes.
first elevator ride up.
Yes. If we do a staycation, you check 5 bags at the hotel.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
one time I packed lightly and I hated it. I remember not having anything to wear.
Well, because what if the weather changes and then you have
Yeah.
a sweater and you're
Yeah.
cold, or you want to buy things? So yeah, I'm definitely a overpacker. So that was a bad moment. What about you?
Well, my oldest son was diagnosed with Graves' disease this year and has a rare genetic condition when your thyroid hormone goes high that it causes periodic paralysis. And this is something that for 4 months we were trying to figure out. He would say, my legs feel weak, my abs feel sore, although I didn't work them out. And one night he couldn't move and he ends up in the hospital
That's crazy.
with a potassium of 1.9. So
Yeah.
if you've never heard of periodic paralysis, it's hyperthyroid. Hyperthyroid causes it due to Graves' disease. It's very rare, but it's something that can happen. It caused him to collapse multiple times, ER trip.
Yeah.
You know, like we still didn't know what it was because his potassium would shift in and out. And now, thank God, he is stable and his thyroid is being treated and his levels are going back down to normal. But I just pray that he has a normal life in 2023 now that we know the diagnosis. We actually have an expert. Shout out to Dr. Clarine. She actually wrote an article on this particular disease and the periodic paralysis. So she is now caring for my son, and I'm so thankful.
Oh, that's
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
That's so good.
Yes.
And he's not that old, so he's pretty young.
No,
so
he's
that's
25.
great.
He's
25,
extremely
he
young.
worked for
He's
FedEx.
still a baby.
He,
Yes.
like, she's like, you can never. I'm sorry. Hopefully, this isn't your lifetime aspiration, but you can never go back to lifting heavy packages.
Yeah.
again. And we're like,
Wow.
wow, lifestyle change.
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
crazy. Yeah.
Thank God he's okay now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so.
How about you guys? Any bad moments? Anything that you guys?
So, yeah, I had a particularly bad moment while we were in Europe. Somebody had broken into our condo building, and they spent like 8 hours in our building, and they broke into the storage locker area, went through everybody's storage locker, and I have most of my wardrobe was stored down
Oh
there
my
because I was
gosh.
moving things around. So I lost like almost 80% of my wardrobe.
No way.
Yeah, just everything.
No.
Oh, wardrobe, makeup was taken.
What?
Yeah, just everything.
Wait, are there cameras or anything down
There's
there?
cameras, but like
We filed a police report, but like it's just
wow, so
pretty
they
much
just,
the mo-
they like, it gets crazy. They call like a taxi and they were just bringing boxes and boxes of stuff.
Like they're moving out or something?
Yeah.
And then we
like,
have a Facebook group, so we're in Switzerland, and after that we look at the Facebook group and we just see that like our storage has been broken into, and at that point we don't know what was stolen, so it was just like, oh, boy.
So wait, I paint the picture a little bit. So
Wow.
you have a storage at your.
yeah, so like in the condo building,
Okay.
like downstairs in the basement, there's like a storage area, and like each unit has a storage locker.
Is there a code or a?
Yeah, there's a key to go in.
Okay.
And then each locker has their own lock. But this woman, she was in our building for 8 hours. Somebody had propped their door open so that they could get fresh air in.
Yeah.
And while they were on the other side of their condo, she just went in and took their keys. So she was
Oh
able
my
to like
gosh.
go around. Yeah.
And she did that for about like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
No
before,
way.
like, yeah.
Because
Really?
they
You
really,
have
like
to
first
come back every 3 days and
Yeah.
just like come for more.
Oh,
yeah,
that
and
is
like
crazy.
the building's really small, so like you don't really go down to your storage locker unless
Yeah, yeah.
you need to. So nobody really noticed. And then when one day somebody was like, something's off, and then when you check cameras, it's just
So wait, so you were insured on that kind of
yeah.
stuff?
But I mean, it's like
I know it's
they don't
personal.
even
Yeah,
care,
yeah.
But I've lost about 80% of my wardrobe.
Oh
so
my gosh.
all I have left in terms of clothing are like the last 2 trips worth of clothes that I have,
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good thing you're wearing a cute jacket.
I got a shop more.
Will prevail.
Yeah, of course. So, not worried. It's all material stuff. Like we're safe, we're healthy, so that's
Yeah.
all that matters. But still, that was a pretty.
That's a pretty traumatic thing. Yeah.
Especially you're not even at home, so it's
Yeah.
just a lot. But what about you, Justin?
Still related to our building, actually. So we had to live with like one of the worst neighbors ever, and I finally understood why, as a tenant, like why they don't want to rent to just like college students.
Yeah.
Man, terrible. I don't even know where to start.
Wait, this
so,
is in Europe or we're in Canada?
oh no, that's in Canada. Like at our
So it was a
current
college
at our current building that's like in Toronto. So the neighbor was there. She moved in September, thank to God.
Yeah.
But while we were there, she had 3 dogs in a 1-bedroom apartment. So she was taking her dog out, and like for us, it's just like there's a law that like what is the law that like you need to. No, I think she had 3 dogs, but she said that she had 2. But there's a law that like you can't have more than 3 pets in your space. So there was no way for us to kind of like do anything about it, right? But this girl was not really going out as much for the dogs to just go on a walk, right? So she was letting the dog out on the balcony, so they can, you know,
their business
do their
on the
business
balcony.
on the balcony. But at one point,
But not cleaning it up either.
she was not cleaning it for like, let's say from March until like June, July, and like we were in and out the apartment, so like we didn't realize it.
Yeah.
As soon as we were opening the door, it was just like this, especially as the summer came, it was disgusting, like that strong smell of just like, and we have a pretty like our building is like it's pretty clean, but like that neighbor, like she give hell to literally like everyone.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible. So, and we had to call our landlord so many times, and she was just like, oh no, it's fine, like I'm going to clean. But like after 3 months, I think that like she almost got she got evicted
Yeah, she
because
got evicted.
it just got too much. Because imagine like all the dog shit just like going down, and the people downstairs were just like, okay, well, we have like a whole bunch of shit on our balconies coming from this. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Or their dog.
like inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was definitely the worst thing that happened that we had to live with like during this year.
Ask a question. And just, you could edit it later if you want to.
Yeah, okay, sure.
But your identity was stolen, wasn't it?
Oh.
I want to talk, because to me, that's traumatic.
Okay. Yeah, it was. That also was like really stressful. I think it will definitely like be up there as far as like the worst moment. But yeah, don't want to talk too much about it. But I'll just say that like everything has been like resolved. Everything is
Yeah.
fine. It's
Good.
just
But like
about-
somebody's
That's
hacked all your
crazy.
stuff.
Yeah, they have like my iCloud, so all of my
Yeah.
Apple device, from like phone, iPad, MacBook, and iMac. So I feel
No,
like all
not the
my
not the iMac.
none
the
of the,
iPad, right?
yeah, the iPad. So I feel like most of my information was kind of like compromised. Like
Your
I got scared.
banking.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody lives on their phone or social media or something like that. Like, yeah, I'd feel violated almost.
Yeah.
Like,
I had a
yes,
friend.
yes.
Yes.
I had a
Yes.
friend who actually scanned a QR code at a
Oh,
restaurant.
Mhm.
It was just a menu. She thought it was a menu, and she didn't think nothing of it. And they basically were able to hack her whole
No
phone
way.
through the QR code.
Oh.
And QR codes are everywhere. That's
Yes.
so scary.
Yeah.
QR codes.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
unless it says reveal the appeal. Then you can scan it.
Scan, please.
Please scan.
So that was it for me.
Yeah, okay, so what are you guys looking forward to in 2023?
For me, I own a merchant service business and I own a payroll company now. We just started the payroll company about a month ago. I'm really excited to see where we're going to go in the next year. We have over 500 clients right now nationwide in the U.S. We handle about $500 million in credit card processing. So I'm really excited. Our team's growing. I just hired on a sales manager. We're hiring right now. So I'm really excited to see where that's going to go. We've got some events we're going to be going to. I know we're going to GrowthCon in February.
10X, baby.
10X, Brandon, the whole Cardone family and 10X family. And we're taking our son.
Oh, that's gonna be so nice.
And it's,
Raven's gonna experience
yes,
GrowthCon.
our son's 11. It's very important to us to teach him those kind of ethics about business and what he can do and how to think bigger. So, I mean, those are some highlights that I'm looking forward to. I don't
That's
know.
gonna be
Come
so
back
nice.
in school after GrowthCon. It's like I went to GrowthCon.
Yeah. He's gonna go, yeah. Yes.
No, that's so smart, and he's
Yeah.
young. Like, this is the best time to implement all these ideas, and these kids know way more than we do.
Yes.
On social, so they could do
Yeah.
so much.
Technology.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for him. Good
I'm
for
excited.
him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yes.
great. I am releasing my first book, so the book
I'm
called
so
Time
proud of you
Back,
too.
How to Age
Yes.
Differently in Aesthetics.
Yes.
Sharon Lecter has been my mentor over the course of this book writing journey. I need to get to some more writing so I can really clarify the last pieces. I did a book writing retreat this year. It was incredible,
Oh, yes, I
and
remember.
it's just kind of like, it was at Ariel, which if you're ever looking for a place for a corporate retreat, it's the most incredible island in the British Virgin Islands. And Brittany Turner owns it, and she hosts events there.
Shout out to Brittany.
Shout out to Brittany. So I'm looking forward to the release of that book, and just taking it. I hope to make Amazon bestseller.
Yes.
You will. You will.
Yeah,
With
so
their support.
With lots of support.
Yes.
So we'll be doing a pre-launch and all of that, but that's going to be a big milestone.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
turning 45 in 2023.
Yay.
So.
Yes.
That's so fun.
Yes. What about you guys?
Yes.
I'm excited. So, learning from you, we've applied to start speaking at different conferences. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really excited about that. I think like that's like a really big goal
Yeah,
for
that's 2023 more speaking engagement and put ourselves out there. So I feel like we have so much like to teach, you know, like we've been keeping to ourselves for so much. I feel like now it's time to kind of like share the knowledge and kind of like really be industry.
Absolutely. I mean, your content's amazing. You guys are great on social media. I mean, there's a lot of people who could learn from you. I know we try to learn from you guys every time we're around you. So absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what I'm really looking forward to. What about you?
Look at 2023. I mean, just being able to grow our Twitter platform. I feel like our community is pretty much like the biggest thing for us, because you guys might work with like different marketing agencies, but like our community is kind of like something that back us up.
Yeah.
Because like no matter what, if like we get a client or not, then we have our community. There's 30,000 people that are constantly looking for information for us to kind of like feed them on what to do, the latest procedures. So I think like we have the potential to be like really like the cosmetic TMZ. That's how I call the cosmetic clan, right?
I love that.
Like there's so many.
Cosmetic lane, the cosmetic team.
Here you go.
Go.
So even like
I
this
love TMZ,
year.
by the way. That's
Oh, you're a TMZ
one of
head?
my favorite shows.
You watch TMZ in the morning?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. This may sound cheesy, but every time we go to LA, we go to New York, we go to any of these, but we take the TMC bus tour.
I
We
love
love
it.
it.
Have you seen
Yes.
anybody cool on there?
Oh yeah. Yes, we have. I know we've seen people in LA.
Don't look at me. You're
No, we have not seen The Rock.
the one. I know we're gonna see Snoop
Yes.
Dogg tonight. So.
Yes, we are.
Very excited.
At a BTL event. Thank you, BTL. Yes. Yes. But I love TMZ. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing, I think I'm more brand activation. People should definitely look forward to that. So like we did like the M-Scope, bus tour last year. I think like next year we're gonna do the M-Face in Canada, which is going to be like really big. So we're really looking forward to that, being involved in more. Just even the event that we did 2 weeks ago at the Mansion in Beverly Hills, right?
Absolutely.
It was just so different. I think like within the aesthetic industry, like BTL is really the one company that is like disrupting everything.
Oh
And
my
you're
gosh.
pushing the envelope every single time.
I love it. Yes, I love it. Question for you guys. Kind of not to throw you off or anything like that, but quick question. I mean, for your brand and for what you guys are doing, is there anybody you're looking that you want to work with? Is there someone you guys have your eyes set on or
you
your
wanna
heart
learn
set on,
from?
or you want to learn from? Like someone who you can be in contact with in 2023 where you're like, dude, that person would help us take us to the next step, or I would love to work with them? If you don't, no worries. I was
Well,
just.
I mean, we've had a few celebrities that have reached out to us.
Okay, cool.
So our thing is we're trying to find a way to merge who we know and bring in the celebrities and just kind of put that out there. I think that would really just make things
Yeah.
grow.
Absolutely. People that I think conferences. I think there's a lot of like there's BeautyCon that's pretty big. I think there's like VidCon, which is like a YouTube conference. I feel like all of those like mainstream or cultural conferences, they need the aesthetic world in it. And I feel that like us just being kind of like the bridge between like the consumers and the providers and all the medical device company, I feel that like if we put it out there in the right way, we would be able to attend those mainstream events that need, to get the proper information about the aesthetic industry, because there's no one teaching the consumers. Like I was saying, Harmony, there's no conferences for the actual consumers. We're all industry people, but imagine someone that enjoy lip fillers and Botox. You don't have a conference to go to learn more because you're not. So I feel like this is definitely what we're looking
Like a
forward to.
cosmetic con.
Yeah, a cosmetic. Yeah, here you go.
That would be
Combine it
huge.
with my book,
I
How
love
to Hold Time
that.
Back.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
And then we bring together people
Yes.
that are teaching every day in the rooms to a big conference where people can come together.
I think we're all going to be involved in this, and
Yeah. Maybe
And we will
2023,
virtually
guys.
and-
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Let's change aesthetics.
yeah, let's do
Yeah.
aesthetics
Yeah.
together.
100%.
So, well, let's do a happy new year, happy holidays. Cheers. We can't wait to see you guys in 2023.
Yes, we're excited.
Yes.
Season 2.
Season 2 is coming.
Yeah, we're gonna switch it up a little bit for season 2. I think that season 2, we feel like we have a wide
Yes.
like wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
And I think that for our season 2, we actually want to go and expand on that and start teaching a little bit more. We have so much to offer, and why not bring it to
To you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to bring teaching to you guys. So
And is there anything you guys want us to talk about? Any guests that you may want us to see on the show? That would be awesome also.
Please DM us
Yes.
on our Reveal the Appeal podcast
Yes.
Instagram so that we can create the content that you want.
Absolutely.
So with that, happy New Year
Yes.
and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Cheers,
Cheers.
to everyone.
Cheers.
And hey, a shout out to BTL. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
To BTL,
Yes.
thank you for helping us innovate.